Hey everyone, welcome back to the dirtiest spot on YouTube. I'm your ghost, and I'm cleaning out my closet. I need to dust this top shelf, and I figured I'd take the opportunity to take them all down and show you each one of my kaijus. So I have different like figures from different toy lines, like S8's Monster Arts, Haya, and then NECA. So I'll give you a closer look at each one of them, but here's like a grand view before I take them all down. Okay, here they all are out of the closet. They came out straight. So most of the collection is S8's Monster Arts, but I do have like some S8's figure arts. I have one Rebel Tech back there. It's like Titanic Creations and NECA, like I said. So let's go through them. We'll start with like the oddball ones, and then we'll end it with like the S8's Monster Arts, which is, like I said, the bulk of the collection. So this is my only Rebel Tech. It's Baragon. He's really cool, but he's super, super small. I got him for pretty cheap, but I'm not sure if they'll ever make like an S8's version of him or Haya or whatever. But in the meantime, I got this guy, and I might sell him if they ever make a Monster Arts one. Okay, an obscure one. This is by Titanic Creations. This is Paul Gazzery, and he's really cool looking. I got him because he reminds me of like an Ultraman villain, but he came with this like little guy. The figure's not too bad. There's some like paint chipping and shit like that. Not too great for like their third figure down the run. Their first figure was Gorgo, and that guy came out fantastic. But other than that, I don't really play with this guy too much. I don't really play with any of my toys, to be honest with you. But still, I'll show you why I don't mess with the Titanic Creation ones in just a moment. But this guy's cool. He comes with this little baby boy too. I don't know what the fuck that guy's name is, but like I said, this guy just looks baller. And here's the last of the Titanic Creation. So we got Gorgo and Yongari. This is their second figure that they made. Here's the first one. This is an awesome figure. Gorgo is sick. Comes with this little baby Gorgo. I guess that's actually Gorgo, but either way, this figure is super cool. It just looks awesome. Posable tail. That was their first one. And then they just kind of shit the bed on the next one. Like this one, he looks really cool, but he's super loose and wobbly, and like, yeah, he broke. So I don't know. I'm not gonna get their next one. You know, I don't have the money for it either, but if they're gonna continue like this, I don't know like how I feel about going towards their next figures. Titanicus looks really cool, but I mean, this is what I got from their other two prior figures. And yeah, I'll just leave it at that. Another quick one here is the S8's figure arts that I have in my collection. So I got an Ultraman here, and then I forgot the guy's name. I think it's Garros or something like that. Garros or something like that. I'm not sure, I don't remember, but he looks so freaking cool. Like, I love him. He's got like these movable pistons when you move him around. He's super cool looking. And then King of Mons, I just recently got this guy. This guy is super cool looking. His mouth's a little crooked, but I don't really mind that. But like, he is huge. He is super, super cool looking. Like, he's one of my favorites. He's definitely my favorite S8's figure arts. And then I got Shenron, who is super, super cool looking. I got him for dirt cheap because he did not come with stand. I think I got him for like 50 bucks, but there's nothing else wrong with him. I thought about customizing him to be like a different kaiju or something, because I'm not the biggest DBZ fan, but honestly, if I did that, I think that'd be kind of criminal, because he is just really fucking cool looking, but he's not really that posable. He's got like these big segments, and then like the arms are posable, and then you can just see like this is all ball joints here, and then just big segment doesn't move, just kind of like twists as a ball joint connected. But yeah, what do you think of my stand? Looks fucking sweet, right? All right, before we jump into the NECAs, here's a few customs. So I got custom Kamacuruses. I bought these on eBay. What these actually are is someone took, I believe they're made by Bandai, or, you know, I know they're made by Bandai Namco, but they're like these, I'll show them like right here. There are these models, and they're actually like articulated, and whoever did it, like you can see the green right there. So it was a green one originally, and whoever had these painted them like this awesome, like brown and like reddish brown and black. They look super cool, and it came with two of them, so I got these two. This is this little like wind out robot guy. I thought he looks really cool with the collection. I don't know where the fuck he's from, but he's like old as shit. And then a 3D printed custom Mecha Kong. He's not really the greatest. Like, I have some paper stuffed in him to make him like, you know, just sit like this. Like his head, for example, just comes like right off. It doesn't sit on there great. So I just have him pose like that. I think he looks really cool. Goodbye. Okay, the NECA collection that I got. Not too many here. Mostly Godzillas. But we got the 2014 Godzilla. I think this was their first figure, making it their worst. I don't really like this guy too much. Oh god. His tail is pretty terrible. He's just really small. I thought about getting the Haya one, but I have him for now. He's pretty cute. An absolutely monstrous sized King Kong. He's so cool looking, but he's just way, way too big. I wish he was smaller, because they have like all these other heads and shit, and he would like, they have like a classic Kong head, and I just wish he was just, you know, smaller. GMK Godzilla, he's super cool looking too, but I just don't like the hinged mouth, but I got him so long ago. Just haven't gotten rid of him, but I still like him. Love this guy. So cool. This guy's a brick. Is it 52? I forgot who this guy is, but he's really cute, ain't he? Wait, not 52. 62. Yeah, that's 1962, I'm pretty sure, because that's 54. And I actually did kind of like a paint job on him. You can barely see it, like a little bit of gray on there. Kind of grayish blue, actually. I don't really know. I don't remember what I did. I was pretty young when I did it, but he's pretty cool. You know, if I was going to get rid of any of them, it would definitely probably be him, and then that 2014 one. And then this is the 1964, I believe, and he's super cool looking too, but they're so big and massive, so he's not really that posable. Like his legs, they're pretty much just like on hinges, but still, he's really cool. And I brought this one over because this is the only Haya Godzilla I have. I don't remember which one this is. I think it's the 2019 version, and he is really cool overall. He's huge in comparison, so he doesn't really fit into scale with some of my like monster arts. And to be honest with you folks, I don't really like the monster art verse movies, but the kaijus are super cool. And then this Godzilla, like I'm kind of sold on Haya, like $50 for a monster unit, and he's pretty posable and looks pretty good. Yeah, this is the only one I got though right now, unfortunately. Okay, I figured I'd just grab him and bring him over as we talk about him. So this is the 2004 SH Monster Arts Godzilla. This figure is pretty badass looking, but playing with him, he just falls apart. So doesn't really get too much use, but he looks really cool. The original 1954 Godzilla, I got this guy so long ago. He's super cool. I just wish like these guys, they don't come with effects. They're so expensive. They don't really come with shit, but they're so beautifully detailed, super cool. But sometimes it's hit or miss with quality control. But back in the day, they were pretty consistent on how good they were. But sometimes they kind of do stuff that you question, like why aren't his toes painted? Why are those ones look more painted than the other? But that's just how it goes here. This was the first one I got that started the entire, that started all this pretty much. This guy is so fucking cool. He is one of my favorites, like easily top 5. And I know he's not the most posable. This is the Rebirth Godzilla. He's based on the, he's based on this guy. He's based on this mold, and then they just repainted him to look more like Godzilla. And dude, this guy's so fucking cool. And like I said, I don't care that his tail doesn't move too much and stuff. Like when I first got him, I didn't care about any of that. This is just, he sold me on everything. I brought him over, so we'll talk about him. The Burning Godzilla. So fucking cool looking. Look at this guy. White spines. This is the first one they made. I bought him used. Don't know what happened to him with the other owner, but they glued him. I'm going to paint these gray or black, try to color match it. Eventually, I just haven't gotten around to that. Other than that, he's fine. Like, eyes look fine. At least to me, they look fine. Everything else, like, his leg does fall off a little bit. Actually, oh, that's right. It was broken right there, and I glued that back together. But I think I paid, like, a little bit over $100 for him. And this one, at least before they reissued him recently, he was not fucking cheap. And I got him for a lot cheaper than you should. And here he is. Here's another sad story. So I bought this guy on eBay, and you can kind of see, like, why is he wearing, like, a neck brace? I actually sculpted that. So when I bought him, he was missing this, and the guy didn't message me back. I didn't notice this was missing because I thought it was just this was broken, and it just attaches into here, and then this was a part of it, but clearly that was not the case because when I opened him, this neck piece was missing. So I sculpted it myself and tried to color match it the best I could and sculpt it the best I could. I think I did a decent job, and from far away, like, it definitely sells it. And also, I think his tongue was missing, so I sculpted his tongue as well. I think I did a decent job. This is the Shinjuku Godzilla, I think, or whatever the hell however the fuck you say it. Here's a non-Godzilla. This is the first Mecha Godzilla that they came up with. So he's not as articulated as like the new ones. Like his head doesn't move at all. But he's got die-cast feet, so it's super, super cool. He's weighted. Like, I love this figure. He doesn't really stand too well without leaning, but... Also, is that a chip right there? Nope, that's just dirt. Awesome, good. Welcome to the Dirtiest Spot on YouTube. The first Gigan, he's super dusty. I apologize for that. I got this guy a long, long time ago. There is something broken on him. I forgot what it was. Ah, yeah, right there. That little spike. Forgot what happened to that. But I do have a backup of this guy. It's the newer version of him, but I have this one out until like something severe happens to him, which hope to God nothing does. But this guy is so fucking badass. Okay, let's bring another Godzilla into the mix. This is the Godzilla from Godzilla vs. Biollante. And he's pretty cool looking, but he kind of looks fucked up, doesn't he? Like, at least from that side he does. but he's not really like as posable as like some of the newer ones, or like some of even the older ones. Like his body movement up here doesn't really work too well. But other than that, he looks great, especially next to Biollante. Speaking of her, here she is, the big bitch herself. Super badass, very expensive figure. This is the re-release, and it is so cool. Like, I love how all of these are posable. I just love that. Such a like massive presence. Super cool looking. Look at the back. It's got trees, and like you can move her around just a little bit. You know, oh no, she just broke. And she's just so cool looking. I took the lights out because I just have her on display. I never really turn them on, but her belly can light up to like 2 different colors, red or yellow, I believe it was. But you don't need to do that. You just have her like this. And then here's a controversial figure. This was the first release of the Shin Godzilla. So I think he came out like in 2016. So he's an older one too. And yeah, this is the one that has like the bad paint that can chip super easily. But funny enough, on mine, everyone had wonky eyes. I didn't. And I didn't paint them up or anything, but you can see on both sides, you can see, yeah, mine's fine. His paint, like, yeah, he's hit or miss pretty much all over the place. Like, his chest doesn't look too great. Like, that's more red than this side. So, very inconsistent. And then, like, on the back, like, some parts are, like, disgustingly glossy, like in the red, which looks pretty cool. And then other parts just aren't. So he's just really inconsistent, but I got him for a really good price, and I did not get any of the newer ones. I really wish I got the second version with like the laser beams and stuff like that. They did just re-release him, but he does not come with any of his laser beams, which is bullshit. Here's one of my favorites for sure. I believe this is a 72 or 73 Godzilla. This guy's pretty new. I think he came out 2 years ago, but he's extremely posable. You can make him do anything. He's so cool looking. I love his color. He comes with another head where he's got like a slice in his face. I wish there was more damage to it, but maybe that's how it looked in the movie. I don't recall. Really love these silver spines. Like, he is definitely one of my favorites. Hope they make more like this sometime. Like, I love the older Godzillas. The special color version of Destroya. This is the second release then. Yeah, that would make it the second release. Super badass. Like a demonic crab demon. I love this guy. I found him in stores. At the time, he was selling for like around $400 everywhere. I went to this Japanese store and he was there for about $200. Yeah, grabbed him immediately. Do not regret it to this day. I do not really touch him too much because I do not want to break him. He might be my favorite figure. I don't know. I know he's my wife's favorite figure, but to me, like, he's just not so posable. Like, he just, you know, you gotta have him stay like this. And then, like, he's kind of like heavy with his wings, so I have his arms like resting on his big thunder thighs, but he is so badass looking. Other than that, here is the Peter Jackson King Kong. This figure is not too good at all. I got him broken. This arm was broken, and I actually 3D printed parts to like try to make it posable, where you can make him hinged. That didn't work out too well, so his arms are glued. You can still pose him around a little bit. I'm not messing with these right now, but you can kind of do just a little bit with him, but other than that, not much. But he does look so cool. He comes with a bunch of different heads, and he kind of reminds me of like an SH Figure Arts because of how, like, the way he poses, and he can stand on both of his feet. Not right here, but yeah, you can make him stand on both of his feet. This is the Peter Jackson King Kong. They will never make this figure again. I guarantee it. I don't know if people like that movie or not. I saw it as a kid. Also, he's got a cute butt, and he's got these scratches on him. He just looks really gnarly. But these arm joints were just shit. Yeah, that's glued in place. That's awesome. Getting down to the wire, not too many left. We got about 4 left after this guy. This is the 2017 anime Godzilla, Attack on Godzilla. But the anime wasn't too good, but if you like it, you like it. I didn't see it. I'm not really an anime kind of guy. But this thing is awesome. This figure is awesome. He's like a big, like, mountain tree trunky, like, Godzilla. Like, I love his tail. It's kind of weird that this breaks apart, but like I said, it's like a tree. It's like tree bark. It looks so cool. And he's really big too. He's about as big as that Haya Godzilla I showed you. So he's about 7 inches. He's very posable. Like, he can get his, like, make him almost do the splits. He's so cool. I wish I got the newer one because he's got like this beautiful blue color, and it actually comes with like a mini Godzilla. I don't think this guy came with jack shit, which is, like I said, most of these guys don't come with jack shit. But he is so cool looking. I love this guy. Here's another old one. The special color version Godzilla 2000. He's based on, I believe it was a maquette by Yuji Sakai, so he's not actually like movie accurate, but he is super cool looking. And I got this one because he was about 80 bucks at the time, and everybody wanted the one with purple spines. He's very, very rare and expensive now. I never got a chance to get it, but I was like, well, I'll get this one, and maybe one day I'll paint him, but that day never came, and that day probably never will. He is super cool. His tail's a little loose, but literally up to here is like articulated. Very impressive figure. I love this guy. Forgot to mention that last Godzilla that was just here was my last Godzilla that I have. This is Hedorah, and it comes with like other versions of Hedorah, like this flying one here and a bigger flying version, which is basically just a giant piece of plastic. Really cool looking though. It's like finding a fossil on the ground. I don't really touch him too much because one of these falls off super easy, like these little skirt pieces. But he's like a trash frog. He's so awesome looking. And he's huge. Okay, like compared to other Godzillas, let me grab one real quick. But actually, you know what? Let me grab this one. It's kind of more fitting, like an old school Godzilla with an old school guy. You can see, yeah, he's not. Actually, yeah, he's about as big as Godzilla. I guess I feel silly comparing them off, but to me, he's big. Gamera, the very first one. This guy is awesome. Definitely one of my favorite figures that I have in the collection. He's a giant turtle, like, fuck yeah. Giant turtles are awesome. He's very posable for what you got. I got this guy pretty recently. This is not the reissue. I don't remember if I just mentioned that or not, but there he is. And then now I'll show you my last S8 Monster Arts figure. The 2019 King Ghidorah. I believe this is the first one, but, or maybe it's not. No, this is not the first one. This is the second one because he's got this really, really good, beautiful color scheme. But he is huge. He's massive. Comes with these giant, ugly stands that are kind of a pain in the ass once you move this guy around. But this is how he stays. You can really move his heads around. And, like, his head's a little funky looking. I love the silver on his neck. He's just, like I said, he's huge. He's absolutely massive. I'll try to put my hand, like... Actually, put a figure in front of him. Yeah, he eats up a lot of shelf space. And I'll show you the back of him too. Like, he's really, I love the color. They did a great job. And yeah, now that I remember it, the first version, it was like that ugly tan color, and they did an absolute poor job on this. I don't really have too many complaints on this guy, other than the fact that he's not super articulated. I believe he's also bigger than the Haya one, and I know everyone complains about like the Haya one's neck articulations kind of like segmented or like pre-posed. This guy, nah. It's completely like movable. You can have it go pretty much anywhere you want. Yeah, his mouth's a little crooked. The mouths do look a little weird, but other than that, he is so cool looking. Back in the closet real quick before we put him in here, I just had this giant poster. And in the future, I do plan on like having a massive shelf and like maybe a cityscape with all of my kaijus coming up here. But I don't remember where I got this poster from. I don't even know what fucking city that is. We'll say it's New York City, or yeah. There we go. There's the Eiffel Tower over there, or the other thing that New York has. Absolutely beautiful. Let's put those kaijus back. All right, all back in the closet now. Yeah, it looks like I even made some room over here in case I get some others in the future. Or I could just space these guys out, but I'm not doing that. That was a pain in the butt getting these guys back in there, making them look so nice and tight. But there she is, the entire collection back into the closet. Let me know what you guys think of it. And do you guys collect stuff like this too? Let me know in the comments below. If you enjoy this type of content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and stay dirty.